What the fuck is up, you pussy ass pussies? My name is Flynn Wilson. This is Flynn Wilson motherfucking podcast. We're just getting some protein. Protein. Alright. I'll show you how I make my protein shake. So I bought this thing online. It's a protein mixer, but it broke. It instantly broke. Fucking awesome. So now I just have to use my strong arms to mix some protein, but it's a shame. It's a shame. I put a fuck ton of protein in there. I'm not even sure if you're supposed to do this. What the negative ramifications of this is. But I grab this. I got this for Christmas. My aunt gave it to me. She didn't like it at first. I had it and I didn't like it either, but I found a good mix where like I mixed it with the other one and it actually tastes so nice. So I get like 1 scoop of it, which is basically 2 scoops. The normal one, that's about 30 grams of protein, I think. It is quantity per serving. Oh, what the fuck? Add 2 scoops to 270 mils of cold water or rice, milk and shake. Enjoy 2 servings per day. How much is a serving? Is it 2 scoops or 1 scoop? That scoop is fucking massive. Whatever, bro. I have 2 of the protein shakes a day anyways. And I have 1 of these scoops. Like 1.5, fuck it.
How are you? How are my grandsons?
That's a lot for me. Get some creatine. I've done my workout. BT dubs. Back day. Edinburgh. I'll get some bickies as well. I'll get a fuck ton of it. You know what? I'll just have the rest. Nah, I'll have 5. Individual. That's a life for me. Living in the sea. This stuff is why I'm fat, but hey, we're bulking. We can treat ourselves. Rugged individual. We have some stuff to talk about. We'll look for some products on today's podcast. These are the podcasts that, I mean, if I look over any of the podcasts, these aren't the podcasts that I'm going to look over. If I look over it a lot, I mean, hopefully I actually do some quality shit, because this podcast really does help me. Keeping the $1.50 really does. Oh, rugged individual. That's the life for me. Living in the sea. Okay, we gotta talk about some stuff. I'm realizing that my self-esteem lately has been at like a low. It's not super low, but it's still pretty low. It's lower than what it was. I mean, I thought I'd change from a lot of the stuff that used to happen to me, I thought I'd changed as a person, and that's why they'd stop happening. I realize now that they didn't stop happening as you change. They just stopped happening because you changed the environment that you were in. And the fact that I never overcame some of these things is coming back to haunt me, because at my workplace that I'm working at right now, there are people that are my age there. Jesus Christ. Whoa. Am I able to flex my... I'm able to, like, dislocate my fucking shoulder. Go like that. Jesus Christ. Only that shoulder, though. I can't do it with this shoulder. But yeah, the place that I work at, there's people that are my age, and there's this kid here. He's a bit of a fucking loser, to be completely honest. I was going over the arguments in my head. Basically, I'm not good at conflict. I'm not good at conflict. I thought I was the man at conflict because I thought I didn't give a fuck, but I just give too much of a fuck. I feel like I've got the ability. I keep on saying that. I feel like I've got the ability to be really, really, really good at conflict and just like... But it's because I'm not telling the truth. I'm so lucky that didn't spell. It's because a lot of the times I'm not telling the truth as well. That was my whole shtick, and that I want that to be my shtick. I tell the truth, but I'm just, a lot of the times, unable to tell the truth to strangers. That is so weird how I'm able to do that. That one trap. But yeah, I'm just unable to do that. I'm not unable to do it. It just takes balls, and I'm just not going out there and having the balls to give it $1.50 with strangers, man. That's an issue, and also just conflict, man. When you feel like you're being violated, I said this on another podcast, it is essential to stand up for myself, and I've done that in the past. I mean, if I'm just talking you, Flynn, I'll go over the incident. There was this thing in the past, and it was the first ever time that I really stood up for myself and followed through with something that I knew in my heart to be factually true. When you feel like you are in the right and someone else is in the wrong, but you don't even really, like... You don't know if you're able to articulate these thoughts, but you just go in there and you just argue with them anyways. Was that guy and you were year 11, he was year 13, he told you to pull your socks up, but he wasn't a prefect and you just didn't pull your socks up. You remember that, Flynn? Because he was trying to be an arsehole to you, and you're in the right. I mean, let's see if I can articulate it now. You're in the right because this dude has no authority in the school, and he's just telling you that to be an arsehole. He doesn't want to uphold school standards or anything. He just wants to be an arsehole, a dickhead, and order you around. So you said no, go fuck yourself, because you have no right to do that. You're not a prefect or anything, buddy. You're not trying to uphold the school standards. You just want to be an arsehole, and if you want to be an arsehole, I mean, even if they disguise it with the fact that they want to do it for the right reason, right? A lot of the people that are being assholes, ordering people around, disguise it with the fact that they're doing it for the right reason. Like, almost like, kind of like Gordy at your work. There's this guy, Gordy. We actually had a LOL W chat where I was like, I feel like you don't like me. And he's like, yeah, I don't. I feel like you're lazy and a bit of a fucking prick. And I was like, fair enough. Fair enough. I don't give a fuck about Gordy's opinion, but people my age, apparently I do. They're some of my peers. But, anyways. Yeah, with the school socks thing. Yeah, it's like this guy Gordy, he's at my work, he's just some old grumpy dude, and he just orders you around. Like, I was sitting on a box before, this is like a couple weeks back when I was doing it a different day. So basically the job outside is like, you open up a container, this big fucking container of boxes, and then you stack them on pallets. But you stack a full pallet like 4 by 5 by 6, whatever, and then you go out and you wait for Gordy to come with a forklift and take it away. And I was sitting on this, and I was waiting for... No. I was actually waiting for him to, like, open up the pallet or the container or something. And I was just sitting on this box, not doing anything because there wasn't anything to do. And, yeah, like, you obviously have a break. Like, you don't just work 24/7. You have little mini breaks, then you have your actual full break. You know, you do a pallet, then you go out, you sit down for a minute, listen a minute, and then you go back out, you start working, moving boxes again. This guy Gordy, and most of the people there are super lazy, by the way, but it's just this one guy Gordy that just wants to work super fucking hard, and, you know, that's alright, but... The thing that isn't alright is him being an arsehole, you know. I'm sitting on a box waiting, you know. I'm new to the job, you know. This is basically like me saying, I'm new to the job, I'm sitting on a box, waiting for him to stand. It's like, that box is meant to be stood on. kind of just being an arsehole in general. Saying shit like that, like, don't do this, don't do that, no, ordering you around. Even though I don't think he's my boss, I don't know though. But, yeah, they kind of just feel like they're giving orders out, even though they're necessary orders a lot of the time. Like, I probably shouldn't be sitting on that box. You're just doing it to be an arsehole and to flaunt your authority, which you do not have. It's called being an arsehole when you flaunt your authority, but if you do it and you don't have that authority, that's called just being an arsehole. And I can actually retaliate if you don't have the authority and say, no, I'm not going to do that. Fuck you. Didn't really do it with Gordy because, I mean, a lot of his points are more solid, you know. I could. I mean, maybe I should in reality. Maybe I should in reality say, go fuck yourself. I don't know. How do people know that I'm bad with conflict? It must be little things that a person that is good with conflict will immediately shut down. And I think that's it. I think you're able to tell people like that. Hey, you're able to tell me, get off the box, and I'll get off the box because it's little things before that where you say like, don't wrap it this way, wrap it that way, and I've wrapped it that way, where you get away with it, and it's just little until it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh my god, that is chocolatey. There's a lot of protein in there, creatine in there. There's a dip of cookie in there, fuck it. That's a protein cookie. Anyways, I'm getting bullied again. Fuck's sake. I'm getting bullied. There's a student at my work, my age. My age, little short dude. He's a fucking loser. You probably remember him, Flynn, if this is just you that I'm speaking to. Little short dude, his name's Cameron. He's a loser. He doesn't do, we were having a conversation before. He's actually a pretty, like, social dude, though. He will go and talk to you and start a conversation, which is pretty dope, though. I mean, reminds me of me. I do that. Pushing yourself socially to start a conversation with someone new. It's pretty cool. But, yeah, he's a bit of a fucking loser. I was talking to him and he's like, oh, I'm going to join the army. I was like, what do you do for hobbies? And he doesn't have any hobbies. Kind of like, there's a lot of people out there that are like that. That just do nothing with their spare time, don't push themselves at all. They avoid pushing themselves because it's not dopamine fulfilling. Probably just, if I'm guessing what he does with his free time, because obviously you do something with your free time. I kept on pushing about it. I was like, sure you do something there. No. I was like, that's right, I forgot. Some people are like that. Probably just watches YouTube. What you do when you're unproductive, just watch YouTube all day. Just without the thoughts of doing anything else, just watching YouTube, maybe watching a movie, but watching a movie is genuinely harder than watching YouTube. Watching a minute-long YouTube video, that's not much of a commitment. A movie is actually a commitment. No jokes. So yeah, there's that guy. And we've been having little quarrels, and it's when you don't immediately speak up. When something little happens and you don't immediately speak up, and you know when this is happening, when you feel like you're in the right, someone else is in the wrong, you're being slightly violated. I don't know, like maybe someone comes up to you and they have the wrong tone of voice and you don't call them out on it. Like that used to be your thing. I mean, you used to love that. And I mean, even going out of your way to call people out, Flynn, on like Call of Duty lobbies and shit. I don't know if that's a dumb thing to bring up, like, but with Call of Duty lobbies, like more like Fortnite lobbies. It was more Fortnite lobbies. No, it was called Warzone lobbies with Kieran. You remember that, Flynn? If I'm just talking to you with Kieran, where you were really good at speaking and being in conflict with people, but it's because you stand up for yourself no matter what. You almost seeked it. It was fun to you, fun to win those arguments, to clown on someone. But now I'm the one being clowned on because when someone else started going after me, you kind of go after each other. You know, they're going after me and I'm not immediately smacking the fuck out of them. I used to go after people, you know, insulting people. And then we'd have a fight, or they'd pull a Flynn and they wouldn't speak up, and it wouldn't be that fun when they don't speak up. But it's because you're not backing yourself, man. You gotta back yourself. I mean, just if you feel violated, it'll speak up. So little conflicts and shit, and it feels bad, man. It feels bad. It's a shock to the self-esteem, really, when I'm really like saying it out loud. Because this guy Cameron is a fucking loser, man. And to be brought down to his level, and even lose, like, just feels bad, man. It feels bad. And it's embarrassing too. We'll have to put it up there, you know. Shit's embarrassing, I say it out loud. Watching those Simpsons titties, Bart, fuck, Marge. Jacking off to that is embarrassing. This is probably more embarrassing, for me at least. Because this guy is a fucking loser, and I'm losing verbal arguments to him because I just get so flustered, and I'm just so bad with conflict when I feel like I could be good. Just be clear of mind, and just, if you feel like you're being violated, fucking go after it. Like I was saying the other day, it's kind of like with conversations, social conversations, talking to someone new. It's just practice, man. You just got to practice doing it. And I feel like you are relatively unagreeable. It's just, I don't know. It's just the easy path. You're just taking the easy path, Flinty boy. This is a lot of chocolate. I don't know why that tastes so strong. Probably because I put a fuck ton of protein powder in that bitch. Tomorrow's a rest day. I don't know how I used to do 7 days a week at the gym. 6 days a week is good for me now. Even less, even like 3 days break, that'll be good. But anyways, what happened was, apparently the dude didn't like me. There's this guy, he's a loser, but he's not much of a loser. He's not as much of a loser. He's kind of like a bro. You know the bros. You try and join the vibe of the bros. You know, ethnicities, Samoan, Māori. You try and join the vibe, but you just can't join the vibe, man. They just have a different vibe. Fuck my face. That camera better still be rolling. I need to check a photo booth to see if that camera still rolls when my camera doesn't. 1712. Let's see it 1712 if the camera... 1715. Fuck it. But yeah, you try and join the bros vibes. It's hard, and when you care what people think about you, try and join the vibe. You're just a cringe cunt. Sorry to say, you just give too much of a fuck, nigga. I was about to say you need to not give a fuck. What do you mean need, Flynn? Why is that thought that's coming out of my subconscious? Why is it need? You'd have the most fun in life. Just don't give a fuck, nigga. That's when you're at your best, at your peak. Peak socially, peak with work, just everything, man. When you're peak human being, it's when you're not giving a fuck. I mean, I used to think I was the alpha. I'm taking some L's. Taking some L's recently, and my self-esteem hasn't recovered, like, fully since I slid my motorcycle, I think, at that CY thing. It hasn't recovered since. The second time, I did it 2 times. The second time I did it, because I realized, dude, I just threw everything, all my values out into the trash, and that's a bad feeling when you realize I am built on nothing. I am willing to throw out my fucking values just to survive socially in a social environment. Like, that is bad, man. That is a bad feeling. Let's fucking chug this. I feel unhealthy drinking that. I'm having too much chocolate right now. Oh my god. Why did I have 5 biscuits? But yeah, that is a bad feeling. And you're building it up again, but it's slowly. And what I've realized is I've lost a lot of things that I used to have. My work ethic, my social, how I was pushing myself socially, how I was pushing myself when it came to business, when it came to... I mean, the only thing I've really stayed consistent with is just the gym physically, but that's the most obvious one. I've just been lacking the other ones. I mean, you went to the ball with a random. When was the last time you did anything close to that caliber? No, nothing close to that caliber has happened. I haven't been pushing myself socially, man. Just talking to new people at the gym? Is that it? Really? Come on, man. And it's scary because when I went to visit the University of Canterbury, I was a low W guy. I was an alpha male did. It felt nice to realise I'm above people my age, but I'm being brought back down. And that sounds like, and in my head, I thought it too. It's other people's fault. It's not anyone else's fault. I'm being brought back down. I'm not pushing myself as hard as I could be. I'm realizing faults in myself, and I'm just not pushing enough. Pushing enough to solve them. Because it's scary to solve them. I need to practice conflict, and that's scary. Conflict is scary to me. And when it's not scary, it's when I give no fucks. Did I even say what happened? Anyways, we were second boxes. Nothing big happened, by the way. I just realized I'm taking L's because I'm just not speaking. It was the exact same thing I was talking about in the podcast, but I just can't speak. I don't know. And other conflicts like this have happened recently on Christmas Day, like a week or two back. That little shit Isaac wanted his car back. And people started saying, Flynn, give the car back, Flynn, give the car back. You didn't say anything, and then you gave the car back. You fucking crumbled on your values. You knew what was right. Dude, I'm gonna have a turn with your motherfucking Hot Wheels, you little shit. No shit, that's right. But you motherfucking crumbled, and it's worse. You crumbled because other people said so. It just instantly proves you give a fuck what other people say, and now I can fuck with you. I can fuck with you whenever I want. Because you ain't gonna do shit about it. You ain't even smart enough to fucking defend yourself using words, buddy. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Feels really bad. And to say what happened. Why am I not saying what happened? We were stacking boxes. The dude went over there. And he's like a little drama crybaby. He likes to start drama. He had drama with this other dude, like this dumb fucking motherfucker, which is pissing me off. It's like, dude, don't bring me down to your level, man. But I'm letting myself be dragged down to the level, and that's my fault. That's not his fault for dragging me down there. It's my fault for letting myself be dragged. I ain't got that victim mentality. I hope the camera didn't catch that, because my nose is slightly stuffed, so a little bit of snot came out of my mouth. Awesome. So I was stacking boxes. He was there. He went to help me. It was something so tiny. He's freaked out. I will get to what happened. He freaked out at me before because there's this dude Keith, and he is like, when I'm thinking about it, like, that is my own personal hell. You used to watch Jordan Peterson. He used to talk about this a lot. Your own personal hell. Keith is probably my own personal hell, where it's like, fat. He's this fat sloth dude. He's 30 years old. He's balding. He's like on the same level as Cam, as a fucking loser. He's balding, fat dude that's like socially awkward. I asked him what his age was. I was talking to him. I asked him what his age was. He said that he didn't know. So he said he could be. He thought he was 30. Like, unironically, he said he wasn't like just not saying. He didn't say I don't know because he didn't want to give me an answer to like stay above me or something. He just didn't know his fucking age. Like, what the fuck? That's my own personal hell if I just let myself become, like, avoid conflict and avoid socially pushing myself because, hey, camera's back at least on my screen. Avoid socially pushing myself because it's hard or whatever. Avoid pushing myself in the gym, like, in all aspects of life, and just let myself go to its natural being, just a fat fucking slob that just loses, like, social encounters that are socially awkward. He was busting my ass, and when someone like Keith is busting your ass, I mean, he only hit my ass because Cam was already, before that, slightly busting my ass as well. Because, yeah, slight things build up, man, and if you don't immediately say, yo, buddy, step the fuck back, alright, and assert yourself like that, then, yeah, no shit. They're going to keep on pushing your buttons. And this is nothing new. People have been doing that to you for a long time. Because for a while now, I don't know when it started, but you just think that it's these kind of bad thoughts, like, two main thoughts. If I articulate myself and fuck up, like, that's bad. I'd rather just say nothing and not risk that, and that's actually better than saying something and then fucking up. Probably not true. Definitely not true. So, number one, not true. But there's number one, I don't want to say something because I could fuck up, and saying nothing is better than fucking up and making a fool out of yourself. Number two. Number two is, if I say something, it means that I'm emotional. It's a win for them if I actually say something, because it means that I'm going to respond to that. I'm actually acknowledging that, and I'm getting emotional about it. So they know that their words have effect on me. If I say nothing, then their words do not have an effect on me. That is false, dude. Stand up for yourself and roast the fuck out of them. If someone's teasing you, gotta speak up, man. You need to speak up. False, but I don't, man. I haven't been doing that. Those two reasons are fucking stupid.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Like, this dude Keith was like, I was like, there was already rap on this palette, and I was like, do I rap it again? And he's like, just rap it. And I'm like, do I rap it again? And he's like, just rap the palette. And I was like, hey, yo, Keith, calm down. I should have said that earlier. But anyways, Cam comes over and he's like, bro, yeah, you gotta get off. He's like, bro, chill. That is so weird how I'm doing that with my chat. He's like, bro, chill. And then he was like, holy shit, it's my... I think it's just because I can, like... Dude! I don't know. I think it's just the rotation on my shoulder. I'm able to rotate it so far that my trap is showing better. I can't rotate this shoulder as much. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have a massive trap imbalance. Hey, my name is Flynn. It's nice to meet you. What the fuck was I saying? I was saying that, yeah, so Keith, and then Cam came over and he was like, at the time, like, shit, man, it just makes me feel so bad about myself. I am nowhere near the social pariah that I thought I was. I need practice. I feel like I can be. In COD lobbies, I am that social pariah. But lately, I have been not. If you know that you'd be embarrassed about your actions, if someone that you wanted to impress was in the room. Like, I'm thinking, like, if Tommy Warnock or if Bob Wallace, who you used to go to the gym with, you were like the alpha male, was the beta male. If he was watching your social interactions, and like, he'd be really disappointed, he'd be like, what the fuck? If anyone for that matter saw that and be like, you ain't the alpha male, I want to be the alpha male. In that situation, I should be the alpha male. But I ain't being the alpha male, I'm being the beta male. I'm thinking to myself, I want to be the sigma male. Not say anything. Really, I'm just being the fucking beta male. When I should be the alpha male. It's Cam, man, it's Cam. But this guy Cam comes over and he's like, yo, bro, you need to chill. And he's like, yeah, no, I don't want you doing glad rapping. That's like his job. And I was helping out because there was no other jobs to do. No, you gotta get off glad rapping and do box dropping or something, man, because I don't want you here after what you said to Keith. Because the kid's he's a little drama queen. He's done the same thing with this other dude, Matthew, who, I said this before, he's like an absolute fucking dropkick, and to be on the same level as Matthew and Cameron thinking that I'm on the same level, and then me not defending myself, and almost, yeah, I am on the same level, because I'm not defending myself. I'm on the same social level as Cameron? Fuck's sakes. We are the bottom lobsters. Ouch. This feels bad. That is truly, it feels bad. Like, yeah, so he came over and I was like, it was a little thing, like I was stacking boxes, he went to help and I like just kept on stacking the boxes, and then he was like, oh, you don't want the help, and then I threw the boxes in and I was like, okay, if you want to help. Which is no shit, like, that's literally, I did nothing bad at all. That is not ratchet at all. That is not rude at all. But he took it as rude. He was like, nah, I'm out of here. He says shit where it's like, at first I think he's taking the piss, but he's not taking the piss. He's being serious. He's like, nah, I'm out of here. Like, he actually took offence to that. And so I go to talk to him. I didn't go to talk to him, but I was just over by the pallet container, and he's like, this dude Chance, who's got like, he's also a bit of a loser. Is the exact dude? I've gone so close to saying about what happened so many times. It's been 30 minutes of this podcast. There's this dude called Chance. He's like a bro, Samoan dude. He's got this high ass laugh. He's a bit of a fucking dumbass. He should be on a level below me. Come on. Socially, he should be on a level below me, but I'm letting these people, I'm just not speaking up for myself, so I'm getting shat on. I actually am getting shat on at that job, by the way. Like, I don't give a fuck. I can get shat on. I can take L's, but it's like I'm taking so many L's and just not even defeating myself, which I need to practice. And I'm getting shat on again. We're gonna divert. I divert so much. I'm getting shat on by so many people at this job. This dude, Gordy, fucking hates me. I went up to him. I was like, I feel like you don't like me. And he's like, yeah, I don't like you. I think you're lazy and I think you're a fucking prick. I don't think he said fucking prick. I think I think you're a bit of a prick. And I was like, fair enough. That was actually a funny response. I don't really care that much about Gordy's opinion of me. I do care about that Cam's opinion of me. Not his opinion. Why the fuck did I say that? Now I sound like a total pussy. I really care about what Cam thinks about me. Cam is a fucking loser. I don't care what Cam thinks about me. I care about my response to Cam. How he's being the not the alpha. I guess he is the alpha male. Cam is the alpha male of the two. That's a feels bad. That ain't a laughing matter. That's a feels bad. It was bad. I just need to practice conflict. Verbal conflict, because I should be so good at it, but I just care too much. It's the little things I'm like, I'll let that pass. That Sigma male grind set. Don't let shit pass. You ain't a Sigma male. You don't have the tools necessary to be a Sigma male, but I think you do when it comes to being an alpha male. When it comes to be the most audacious, I say it how it is, and I'm gonna roast the fuck out of you if you give me a chance, guy in the room. But right now you're not being that guy. You ain't being that guy. You're being a little bitch boy. You're being like today when I walked past those guys, I was like, see ya. Because it's the dumbest mindset, man. I have this mindset where it's like, oh, I'm just going to show them that I don't give a fuck about what they say, but instead I'm just like taking shit and just taking fucking hours. And it's like Martin Vibart, or yeah, if it's just Flynn watching, it's like Martin Vibart, Matthew Toes, Josh Brownrigg. It's these people that they take so much shit and they think that it empowers them. It's like the Sigma male grind set, like, I don't give a fuck what you say, I just don't respond to it. But it doesn't work that way, because it just means that people just shit on you no matter what. People just, oh, okay, this guy doesn't respond if he gets shit on. Okay, let's fucking shit all over this guy because he doesn't give a fuck. So it doesn't really work, but yeah, like walking past him was like, see ya. Didn't respond. Dude, I'm out here taking L's. I'm really out here taking L's when it comes to the social happenings at my workplace. Taking some fat L's. Oh, other motherfuckers that don't like me. Gordy, that Cam kid doesn't like me. Again, I don't really have opinions on that. It's like he's a fucking loser. I was thinking about this in my head when I'm at the gym. I'm not gonna cap to you, which is a bad sign already, right? I mean, that's that beta shit. That's beta male shit. By the way, I don't go around saying beta male, alpha male. I want to be an alpha male. These are the words that come to mind. I'm only saying them now. Just to clear up shit. But yeah, so there's that Cam guy. That's what I was saying. Cam, like I don't dislike him, and I don't like him like that. He's just like factually speaking, he's a fucking loser, and that sounds like I'm just going out of my way to shit on him because I do hate him. Like I genuinely don't hate the guy. It's just he's a bit weird. He's a bit of a fucking loser, and he likes to start drama. I don't even think he dislikes me. He just likes drama. He's joining the army. I don't know how that's gonna go for him. There's this other boss dude that shouted at me because I was taking too many breaks. I thought I got fired, but he just shouted at me, and I actually dealt with the conflict there really good. That was a W. Dealt with the conflict there really good. Maybe it's because he just seemed like a bit of a beta male, but I was like, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, because it came out of nowhere. He just started shouting at me. I was like, let's talk about this. Why do you think that is? And I was like, oh, dude, I thought that I had a half-hour break because I'll be back. because we're working 5-hour days, and apparently they don't actually give out a half-hour unpaid break. And that is reflecting on my payslip. I worked a 5-hour day, and they pay me for 5 hours instead of 4.5 hours. So maybe I thought that I legally had to get a half-hour unpaid break. I don't know, but yeah, he shouted at me for that, and I was like, I actually dealt with the conflict there pretty good. But let's not focus on my dubs, eh? Let's focus on my hours. So what happened was Cam, I went out, he was talking, and the Chance the bro, he's like, oh bro, I don't think the brother likes you, eh? I don't think the brother likes you. And dude, at this stage, it's like I'm already too deep, man. I've been avoiding conflict, so I'm a little bitch boy. I'm like, oh really? I'm like, oh no kidding, like trying to seem above it. I'm trying to seem like a Sigma male. You aren't a Sigma male, Flynn. That isn't you. I'm above it, like, oh really, he doesn't like me? Oh, I don't even care, bro. Like, shut the fuck up, Flynn. You ain't that guy. You ain't that guy. So anyways, he's like, yeah, he doesn't like you. And then he's like, yeah, I don't like you. And I was like, oh, you don't like me, huh? And he's like, yeah, bro, stop talking to me. And I was like, alright. Because I'm a little bitch boy. I'm not like, okay, shut the fuck up, you little 4-foot goblin, bro. Get out of here. I'm not like that. I'm a little bitch boy. I'm like, alright. Yeah, you don't like me? Alright. I'm above it. Nah, you ain't that guy. You ain't that guy, and it isn't above you, Flynn. It isn't above you. Saying that shit is above you to avoid it, that is one of the worst mistakes you could possibly make. There's a mistake that a lot of people make as well. They think they're above it. They ain't above it. They ain't above it, chief. I'm above Cameron. Yeah, no shit. Like, I'm a better human being than Cameron. I go to the gym. I'm 5'10". Ish, get it. I'm 5'10". Pretty smart dude. Like, I'm a better human being than Cameron, but it doesn't put myself above him socially, man. I mean, saying that, oh yeah, I'm above him, so I'll just ignore him. Oh shit, no. Now you're the bottom lobster, bitch, because you thought you had, like, Sigma male grind set. This is all subconscious, by the way, because it's only on this podcast that I get to articulate myself, which is why it's so good. Thinking that you're above shit and you've got the Sigma male grind set, like, it just fucks you in the end. Did my old man just say tea time? I don't know. It fucks you in the end. Because it doesn't mean that, oh, you're above it. If you don't go through that conflict, if you're too pussy to have conflict, it doesn't make you a Sigma male. You're not above it. It means that you're too scared of it, bro, and you're a fucking beta male, man. That's what I gotta realize. But I don't know. I just care too much about it, man. Even though, like, when I'm being an alpha male, I don't give a fuck. But now I am giving a fuck. Like, when I think about my thought process, I stop thinking straight because I give a fuck. When I think, like, if my old man was there, I would be way less articulate because I give a fuck about what he thinks. And I love my parents, but you just gotta not give a fuck what they think, and you gotta not give a fuck what anyone thinks. So I was like, oh, really? Does he hate me? He's like, oh. And then later I came back and he's like, what's your opinion of the bro here? And I was like, again, Sigma male, I'm above it. And I was like, oh, he's alright. He's a bit of a drama queen, but he's alright. Just taking L's, and he's like, yeah, oh, bro, I hate you. Like, you were coming after Keith, and I was like, yeah, I came after Keith, and I was like being a fucking, like, there was another brother there, and I was like embarrassed about it, and you could tell that he could tell that I was embarrassed, and I was like, man, I'm just took some L's socially, took some L's. I thought it was a Sigma male. Turns out I'm a beta male. What I have to be is my pure inner alpha male. That requires pushing yourself. That requires just doing it, having the balls to do it, to keep it $1.50, to tell it how it is, Flinny boy. To tell it how it is, but telling it how it is scary. In my head now, I can easily tell it is. Hey, yo, Cameron, bro, I have no feelings about you. I don't hate you. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you. It's nothing. I have no feelings about you because you're beneath me. To keep it $1.50. Let's keep it $1.50, Cameron. You're a fucking loser, and we both know that it's true, right? I mean, obviously you're going to dispute that, but come on, man. Deep down, we all know it's true. And, I mean, I would like to think that I'm not a loser, but I'm being dragged down to your level, which would indicate that I'm a loser. Yikes. But that did not go on the track that I wanted to do. I'd say, Cameron, I don't like you, I don't hate you, I don't have any feelings about you, because you're a 4-foot little fucking goblin, bro. This is what I was thinking at the gym, man. I just care too much. I care too much. People that care too much, after losing an argument horrendously, go into the shower and think about what the argument should have been. That's what people that care too much about do. And that's what I was doing at the gym, on the drive to the gym, like, on the drive home, like, that's what I'm doing, man. I'm taking L's because I care too much. I just gotta not give a fuck and just send it and do these things and just keep it $1.50, even though it's scary. Even though you're like medium, in the middle of agreeable and disagreeable, you're medium, but you can be disagreeable. You just gotta have the balls to do it. The social balls to do it. It's because you care too much about what people think. You don't want to do it. You don't want to say things, certain things like, oh, do this that way, bro. Do this that way, bro, because you just want to agree with people. You just want to agree with people, but you love it when you disagree. You just have to have the balls to do it. But right now, you don't have the balls because you have tiny little balls, and you're getting matched up with Cameron. Cameron, fight to the death. Me versus Cameron. Cameron is a fucking loser. Which would indicate that you are a loser, Flint, because you are on equal grounds as him. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. We'll see. We'll see if I can improve. If I can just not give a fuck and start telling it how it is, just keeping it $1.50. Because that's what I love to do, and that's what everyone loves. Everyone loves a person that keeps it $1.50, but right now, I am not keeping it at $1.50. I'm bullshitting, I'm lying. Hey. Let's go to training. Ooh, ching chang, well, bing bong. Okay, let's book a courier for these two things, actually. Okay. What was I supposed to be doing? Looking for stuff as well as create list of shit to list on Sunday. I can do that tomorrow. I'm not going to the gym tomorrow. Hi, does this have the old X-board? Powered it on. Not too sure, haha. I packed it away now, so I can't check my brush. Ouch. That Xbox 360 is selling at least $50. That's a dub. Let's go to my trade me sold, and let's email some people, and let's go to David. Yeah, David Mount, you Loki did fuck me around, but that's alright. I forgive you. Should I leave a positive review? Just because I don't give a fuck. Little Big Planet sold for $10. That's a dub. That's a big dub. The listing didn't sell before at $5. Oh, you fool. You fool. Little Big Planet. Brothers in Arms, please. We're going through the games now, son. Let's check you. That's a small ass bag. Seems like a relatively medium-sized bag. Okay. We'll do this, and then I'll end the podcast. Good chat, though, man. It's great articulating my thoughts. This podcast is better for me than it is for you. This isn't for you right now, although hopefully I would like to get a better mix of the two. A lot more for you and actually entertaining content. That'd be cool if I could actually release some content. Because I've never really released content. I mean, even on my Instagram page, I've got one post. And I did that post just to have a post, you know? I kind of got into it like for a tiny amount that Instagram getting a little bit more clout.
A lot of people my age kind of target goal is 1,000 followers. That's kind of bullshit, actually. Most people just follow random people. This is what I'm assuming. This is what I did to get fucking like 250 followers. I only got 250 followers. Like just following random, not like complete strangers, but, and this is what you do on meme accounts as well. I mean, I've got memes account up to thousands of followers just following random people, and those were actually random people. But what you do is you kind of follow people that your friends of friends that you've never actually met, you've never actually really interacted with, maybe once or twice, yada yada, and just follow them and hope that they follow you back, and then actually unfollow their asses so that your follower count doesn't go up to 2,000. Lately on Instagram, I go through my followers. Someone posts a post and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I must have done it when I was looking for clout. I wasn't really looking for clout. I was just looking for the basic amount. I mean, there's this dude, Ruben Bizland. Does that ring any bells for him? If it did, I'd be relatively surprised. He was a year above you at high school. He was in your history class. He was a bit nerdy. He hung out with the younger kids because he was a bit like what you were talking about just then. A bit like agreeable. Didn't really like conflict. But he's a nice guy. He's not a nice guy. Rabbits aren't nice. To be nice, you have to be a fucking monster. That's the shit that Jordan Peterson says. That's true. You can't be nice because you don't have the option to be mean because you're a fucking rabbit. You avoid conflict like you're a pussy, is what I'm saying. So you can't be nice. A pussy can't be nice. A rabbit can't be nice. You need to be a fucking monster and then choose not to be a monster. Not to be a monster. Bleh! Not to be a monster. Then you're nice, buddy. But yeah, he's a bit of a loser. He didn't do too much. He hung out with the younger kids. He'd kind of be friends with me, like the CY group, kind of ishy. He'd almost be a side character, kind of like what you were, even to a worse extent. But yeah, he had like 500 followers, and I was like, dude, there is no way you have 500 followers. You're one of the least social people that I know. Come on, buddy. Come on, like 500 following, 300 following, 500 followers. Like, you aren't popular, man. That's what most people are doing. They're just following random people to get their follower count up. Where did that topic even come from? I don't even know. Right, let's ship this game's out. Oh, you sold for $10? You sold for literally $1. And the person was fucking me around. Like, you aren't worth it, but I'll get my rating up a little bit, but I don't even care that much about my rating anymore. Like, I've got 51 positive feedbacks. Even more, because I sold to the same person more than one sale. But, from individual people, 51 stars. So I don't really care. It's 100% positive feedback. I don't really care that too much about feedbacks. Not bad. Let's book some curries. As well as that, I'm kind of fucked now for that social thing with Cameron. Like, that's kind of an L for me. I can't turn it into a dub, but I can turn it into a bit less of a fucking embarrassment. Where, I mean, to turn it into a dub, really, you gotta go after them, but I'm not feeling like doing it. I don't know if I might just making excuses, like, to win socially, to get a dub in that situation. I know that you have to be the attacker. I'm not being the attacker. So, I'm going to take an L. Because I'm not willing to be the attacker. I don't want to go out of my way to do it. It kind of ruins my vibe. Again, that Sigma male shit, but like coming after someone like that, like Cameron, and just spreading hate. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Let's book a courier. Because you have to be attacking. You can't wait for them to do something bad against you and then speak out and then roast the fuck out of them. You have to be attacking. But you aren't attacking. I'm sorry, you are not attacking. Thanks. And that probably sounds odd to some people as well. You need to be attacking? What does that mean? It means that even when they're doing nothing wrong, just roasting the fuck out of people. What they respond with, you roast the fuck out of them for that. And then keep on going. If you're just waiting for other people, you're like the pawn. You are the, you're waiting to get roasted, to roast back. If you've got beef with someone and you're walking past them, and they're always roasting you, you're the one that's always responding. They are instigating. That isn't a good position. You do not hold the power there. You are just responding to what they say. You only speak up when they speak to you. You see why this is bad? I only have 2 days left at that workplace. We'll see what happens in those 2 days. Hopefully I can have a social interaction where I come back not thinking like, Jesus Christ, I just got fucking shit on. Not completely shit on, but like from that social interaction, I am not the man and my self-esteem has taken another shitting on. And it's also, my self-esteem is relatively low right now too. Just because I'm not pushing myself, not just socially. Though that's the biggest factor. I mean, it's just overall, like, you're not pushing yourself that hard. Today was alright. You have to humble yourself sometimes. And I'm not able to work as hard as I used to. There isn't too much work to do. It's just finding a dropshipping product that is proving to be extremely difficult. I might have to soon just choose one to actually start doing work. Oh, don't put that there. This tape is trash. Break off, you fuck. Cool. Alright, there's one, and then, Jesus Christ, brothers, is it even gonna be here? Brothers in Arms. Okay, you paid fucking $1 for it. Amazing. That's great. And you were supposed to pick up, and then you didn't pick up, and then you wanted to get it. A courier booked for it, and so I was like, yeah, sure. And then you took a fuck ton of time to respond. And this is over a game that costs $1. Like, dude, I'm getting $1 from this. This interaction we are having, I am getting $1. And, dude, you're really fucking me. You're not even, like, providing your address. I'm doing so much work for $1 fucking, you fuck. It's in Palmerston. David Mowat, you fuck. It's in Palmerston North. Where are you? Can I just drop you on? Should I just drop this off in his fucking letterbox? Why can't I create a new tab? What is going on? Load, please. Like, Jesus Christ, man. That's literally so close. Why don't you mind? Dude, what are you doing? What's this stream? Maybe I'll go for a drive after tea and just deliver it. I'm not booking a curfew. I'm just gonna drop it off. I'm just gonna drop it off like this. Fuck it. Shoo. Cool. Search for products. Gonna happen, Chief. Ain't gonna happen. Hopefully my bag is right there. If not, it's probably it. That's probably it for the podcast. That was a good podcast. That's a good podcast. Talking about stuff. More for me. I'd like to, in the future, I always say this, but improve the quality of the podcast. Actually take some time. Really take time and just sit down and talk, because I can talk for hours. I can talk for a long time. I'm very good at that. I was thinking about maybe even like doing some Twitch shit, starting a Twitch channel, doing something. I don't know, because I feel like I'm very good at entertaining. But I mean, hey, you think you're the man, but turns out you ain't the man socially, Flynn. I mean, you thought you were the alpha male too. You can imagine scenarios in your head where you're the motherfucking alpha male, but dude, Cameron's the motherfucking alpha male. Cameron is the alpha male, Flynn. Like, put that in your head. You are being such a trash can socially that fucking Cameron, who is a like little 4 foot tall, just a loser, is the alpha male, because you are so like, and he's willing to go through. He kind of reminds you a lot of Nathaniel Leask, but like a trash can human as well. Nathaniel had this thing where he would enjoy he had some fucked up shit going on with his dad though. His dad would beat him, then his brother would beat him or some shit. I don't know, but he was really good with conflict. I don't know if he learnt that from getting beat the fuck up. Probably shouldn't say that. That's probably rat shit, but hey, I'll keep it how it is. That's what I need to do. Keep it 100. I keep it 100. I mean, the dude getting beat the fuck out of it by his dad and his brother maybe helped him with conflict, but dude, I don't know. Anyways, he reminds you of Nathaniel Leask, but like a trash can of a human too, like a little 4 foot tall fucking goblin looking ass. Like Nathaniel was like a really cool guy. The conflict thing is the bad thing about him. That's why fucking people hate the guy. That's why people love him as well, because he's an alpha male motherfucking dude. You know, he's a disagreeable. I don't know if it's alpha male. I don't think the word is alpha male. Just a very disagreeable guy. So a lot of people like him for stages and dislike him in stages because he's so disagreeable that it's refreshing to be upon. But when he's being disagreeable at you, it's fucking annoying. But he was actually like a really good human. Like he's a really funny dude, like a social dude. But that Cameron is like Nathaniel, but like not without the good body, and the funny, like an actual good person. It's like a trash can of a human. But because he's willing to do that conflict, even though he's bad at it as well. That's the thing, man. It's the same with your sister. You're just not coming up to the plate. You're not speaking up. Fuck that Sigma male shit. Yeah, it's beneath me, so I don't even speak on that. Literally every time, I haven't thought that, but that's a subconscious thinking. Every time that has happened and you've done that Sigma male, I won't say shit mindset. I mean, there's times where you have speaking up. That's why I'm saying it might have come from the home, because when I think of that, I think of my dad just memeing on me, bro, because I'm speaking up and I'm getting emotional. It's like, oh, he's memeing on me. He's laughing at me. I'm getting emotional. He's laughing at me. Because my old man, I've been thinking about this like I don't really like him as a person. He just laughs at me. He bullies me. I'm getting bullied. Because I'm so bad at conflict that even my old man, who is also very bad at conflict, can just out-fucking conflict me, bro. Because I just can't speak up for myself. When was the last time you spoke up for yourself? Fucking speak up for yourself, man. Attack people. Go on the attack. But nah, I'm on that pussy shit now. On that pussy shit. Anyways, I'm going to get my phone. This is going to be the podcast. And I might even... Should I do that now? Just drive. Alright. I'll be back. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll plan out my... No! I don't want this podcast to end so it's such an informative podcast. Tomorrow's going to look a lot like that too. Read to 240. That's actually a fair point. 130 to 240. It's not 130. You fuck around on YouTube for ages. You need to humble yourself. Like, that is, yeah. Search for product / listen to podcasts. Not recording a podcast, listen to podcasts. Do that to 3:30. Eat / YouTube to 4:20. Nah, come on. To 4 o'clock. Podcast / search for products / moto or something. Let's see what's going on with this. / list trade me / create list of trade me items to list this Sunday. Do that till 5:30. Research how to hard reboot an iPhone 5. I think I bought an iPhone 5. I think so. It looks like the same size as my mum's. So. Yeah, that'll be the day tomorrow. That's quite a bit of. That's like a decent amount where you're pushing yourself. Ishy, but you still got enough breaks. 1:30 to 2:40. That gives you like quite a lot of break. I'll do 2:30. 2:30 is probably humbling. 1:30 to 2:30 where you just read. It'll most likely be like 10-20 minutes. It'll be like 20 minutes to one. It'll be like 1:30 to 1:50 on YouTube, and then 1:50 to 2:30 reading. Then 2:30 searching for products / listen to podcasts. 3:30 eat / YouTube. That'll be like 3:50. 3:40 eat / YouTube, and then podcast search for product, create a list of try and research how to hard reboot iPhone 5. Cool. I'm gonna get my phone and respond to messages. My cousin Caleb messaged me. That's hype. Asking what am I doing? Have I been doing dropshipping stuff? It's good that he always manages to keep in touch with me, because I always forget to keep on talking, but it's dumb when you say so, and it's like, a lot of the time I feel like, again, I'm more of a disagreeable person than him, because I've kept it 100 with him, and now I'm the other one. I'm the alpha male between me and my cousin Caleb. Because I've just kept it 100 more. He doesn't keep it 100 with himself a lot. A lot of people like that. They kind of just let life kind of roll by them. Don't want to keep it 100. If they keep it 100, then they realize, like, oh shit, I'm not the man. And a lot of people just like to think they're the man. Let's pop this pimple on my chest. What the fuck? I feel like I'm definitely going to be able to put this. My fat ass fucking chin's getting away. Anyways, I'm so surprised by that guy living in Palmerston North, buying this game, fucking around with me and not picking it up. What? Just paying an extra $4.30. He seems like a fucking weirdo. He's probably like Keith. He's probably super fucking antisocial. He doesn't want to go through that interaction. I love those stranger interactions. And I love and I didn't used to like him, but I practiced him and I got good at him. I realized that I loved him, and I feel like I love conflict as well. I just gotta do it. I have the balls to do it. I have the balls to talk to strangers and be confident with myself. Although lately I've kind of been lacking. Like I always have the balls to talk to them. It's just keeping $1.50 with them. I kind of feel like Katie. I feel like this is how Katie feels. Relatively social person, but just every conversation you have is just fake because you're not able to instantly keep it $1.50 with them. And I love giving it $1.50 with strangers because, like, it's so fun when you just don't give a fuck. If you're talking to this random person, you just, like, don't give a fuck at all what you're saying, you know? Like, I don't give a fuck about you. You're a fucking stranger. I'll say the most lol W shit. Like, the Cleaver's like that too. Just, like, coming up to random strangers saying, just, like, being fucking embarrassing as well. Like, just not giving a fuck. Just keeping it $1.50, but I guess I just gotta practice conflict. The main takeaway from this is when conflict comes, stick to your guns, stick to your fucking instincts. Because when you don't, you're going to get fucking memes. Because everyone knows, like, when you're in the right, you're in the right, dude. If someone comes and tells you, pull up your socks, and you do it, then you're a little fucking pussy, and you didn't stick to your guns, bro. And I mean, I can bully you how I want. I can bully you, you know. If I come up and tell you to pull up your socks, and you're a little kid, and you pull up your socks, like, I can say whatever the fuck I want to you. I mean, who the fuck cares? You're just gonna do it, you know? Because you're my little bitch boy. Because you don't stand up for your morals. Because you know that, hey, that's wrong. That's wrong. But you let me trample all over you anyways. And the best feeling is when you're that guy telling people, pull up your socks. It's not fun when people pull up your socks. I mean, to some people it is. Some people, any form of power is fun. But to me, it's fun when you get in an argument and you get that conflict. When you're looking for that conflict and practicing it, that's when you're the fucking bad. But lately, I haven't been doing that. And, dude, even worse, like, when conflict has been coming in the past, like, sometimes I'll be chilling, like, playing Call of Duty. I'm not looking for conflict. I'm not calling people. I used to, like, go into Fortnite lobbies and just kill people and then call them fucking trash. Like, and even, like, when I was getting killed, just shit-talking people, even though I'm getting fucking shat on. Like, dude, you are trash, bro. You and your little boy, you need to team up with your little boyfriend to kill me, you little fucking trash can. Saying shit like that. Just shit talking, even when you're getting fucking clapped. Even when your cheeks are getting the fucking clapped. Because you're seeking out that conflict, but lately I haven't been seeking out that conflict. And as well as that, like, yeah, fuck, my mind. My mind right now, it's like when I start thinking, don't think about it. It's like, I'm pulling up thoughts from the subconscious that are just factual statements, but when I'm thinking about it, I struggle to do it. And that was what was happening just then. Let's practice that. We need to practice that. On the next podcast, hopefully, I can practice the fuck out of that. When I'm under pressure, when I'm thinking about still being cool, calm, collected, being silky with my words, pulling these words out of my mind. When I'm playing Fortnite, when I used to play Fortnite, even if I was chilling, you know, I had my mic muted, I wasn't looking for that fight. If someone motherfucking came at me, if someone said, yo, your boy Flynn, dude, that 90 was slightly trash, bro, it was pretty slow, I would roast the fuck out of them. Even if I'm not searching for the conflict. But you're most powerful when you are. When people are backing down and you're calling them out, you're saying, yo, you are trash. And then you get the people like me that are responding, me now. Me back then when I played Fortnite was way better. Me now, like, hey bro, don't say that, like kind of stumbling over their words and shit, you're just roasting the fuck out of them. It's a powerful feeling. But no, lately I've been the little bitch boy. I've had this mindset where like, oh, I'm above it all, but I'm not above it all, and subconsciously you know that you're above it all, you know that you're not speaking because you're a little fucking pussy, and to speak out, I mean, you're risking making a fool out of yourself. And that's a risk to you right now because you care about what other people think. Risk making a fool out of yourself, like, dude. What happened to the Fortnite one? Anyways, that's the motherfucking podcast. I will see you guys next time. See ya!